Thank you for joining us for another Laughable News.com tutorial. Today we're discussing how to create oversized ads. And by oversized, I just mean ads that have elements that pop outside of the normal ad margins. Now, the easiest way to accomplish this is to start with a standard sized ad, such as this small one, which is 2.75 inches wide by 1.5 inches tall. Okay. What I like to do now is use the rectangular marquee to select the whole ad. Come up and create a new layer. And let's just call this border. Click OK. Now choose Select, Modify, Border, and let's put a 5-pixel border all around it. That's going to mark the original outline of the ad. Okay, so you can see the marquee came in just a little bit. Now we're going to use the paint bucket tool. Make sure that black is selected. And let's also make sure that the border layer is selected. And it is. And let's drop that border in. Left click, and there you go. Next, we are going to increase the canvas size, the area around the ad. I'm going to go Image, Canvas Size, and let's just try increasing it by 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So for the width, we're going to have an extra 0.25 on the left, 0.25 on the right. So we're adding 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch on the height. Click OK. Stretch this out. And that is our new canvas area. Now, one thing to take note of is that the background has to be clear for this, because when you put it into the newsletter, if it's white or gray, all that background is going to spill over the edges of the ad and it won't have the same effect. It's just going to look messy. So when you're creating your ad, make sure to put a clear background on it. Okay, well now let's just take any element we like. Let's say the cookie flower pot here. Left click it to highlight it. And let's just increase the size. Spill it over the typical ad margins there. I'll apply that. Now, one thing to pay attention to here is that on your layers, the cookie pot, or cookie flower pot, they call it layer 2 here. Let's just change this. Flowers. This has to be above the border. If you have that switched around, it's going to be underneath the border and it's going to look horrible. Okay, so make sure that it is on top of it. So let's go ahead and save this file. We'll show you how it looks in the newsletter. File, save. I'm just replacing a file on my desktop. Okay, let's open up a newsletter template. Choose File, Place. Open up that file, and left click to place it. So you can still see that the ad is 2.75 by 1.5 inches tall, and it has that 1/4 inch all the way around it, where the extra ad element spills into. So to center this, we're just going to match up the border into the small ad space. It's one of the nice things about creating that border with the ad. If you hadn't done that, you'd still be able to center it. This just makes it a little bit easier. And the other problem is if you don't put a border in Photoshop with an oversized ad, it makes it very hard to add one afterwards. Let me just show you why. Right click, stroke weight, 2. See where that border falls? It's all the way around the canvas, not just the ad. So it doesn't do us any good. You need to put that border in, or on the ad in Photoshop. Okay, let's take this out of normal mode and put the view into the preview mode so we get rid of those grid lines. And there's your ad. Looks quite nice with that little flower cookie pot spilling over the edge. Ties everything together. And that covers how to create an oversized ad in Photoshop and put it in your newsletter. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day.